It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where we'll see two of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the Washington Commanders and the Arizona Cardinals on Sunday night.
Now, from the Valley of the Sun, EA Sports welcomes you inside State Farm Stadium, just west of downtown Phoenix, Arizona. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson here in the booth. Partner, these are a couple of teams that struggled a year ago, finished out of the playoffs. They were under 500, but that's what you love about the NFL. A new season brings renewed optimism.
Absolutely, and really, Mike, a lot of new faces at critical places. I mean, there is a lot of new pieces to the puzzle here, both coaching staff and the roster of players. They believe last year is over. They do not think there is any correlation between the squad they're planning to put on the field today and that one that we saw really go through some growing pains and struggles just a year ago.
Here's Matt Gay ready to get this one started. And off we go from Glendale. To return is Greg Dortch. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. So out comes the Arizona offense for the first time. And here is Kyler Murray, the #1 overall pick in 2019 to lead them.
I think we're seeing this so often now in the modern NFL is quarterbacks who can hurt you both improv as a scrambler and also with designed runs coming out of the huddle. So this is a tricky situation. Guys who can run with this kind of speed, you have to be very careful how you pass rush them. You're not just rushing to a spot. It's not just an X behind the center. You got to try to corral him and keep him in the pocket because when he escapes, big plays are to be had. These hitch routes, they're usually just designed to pick up a few safe yards. An easy completion, get some rhythm for your quarterback. However, this time, he's able to make a little magic happen after the catch and turn it into something much bigger than even they were probably anticipating.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. First carry for James Conner. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is. First down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. On first down, they'll stay on the ground with Conner. He'll inch forward for maybe a yard. The veteran Bobby Wagner in there on the stop. Here's a 2nd and 9. They go play action for Murray. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Second down, Murray. A throw left side, gonna be intercepted. That's the veteran linebacker, Bobby Wagner.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
The Washington offense going to make their way to the field for the first time. They are led by the former Heisman Trophy winner out of LSU, Jaden Daniels.
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players, they just take a little bit of a deeper breath. They're like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's certainly one of them. He just brings an element of confidence to everybody else around him, not only in the huddle, but on the sideline, on the defense, the coaching staff. Everyone is better as the result of him being your quarterback.
And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. They'll go again with Robinson. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. The lane closed quickly. And here comes third down. From the shotgun on third down, Daniels. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
This play is actually really well defended here. But I'll tell you, Mike, as you know, my philosophy is the tight end is always open, and this just supports my case.
They'll run it here with Robinson. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike, I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Finding the veteran tight end, Zach Ertz. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Initially, when the quarterback looked his tight end's way, I thought he had a chance for a big pickup. He had nice separation there early. And let's give credit to the defense. They were able to rally quickly to the ball and keep that from being an even bigger game.
Robinson, a first down and more. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15.
This is a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. Daniels going to keep it on the zone read. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
The key to running the read option, Mike, is that the timing has to be just right. If it's too slow getting going, a lot of the times defenders can get in the backfield and cause havoc, and that's exactly what happened here.
Off the bootleg, here's Daniels. There he goes again. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
Converted twice on third down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a third time? That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. That's the safety, Budda Baker.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
The Cardinals offense ready now for their second drive. This will begin at their own 13-yard line. So work to do starting with this 1st and 10. They'll start this drive on the ground, and it's Connor. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
They'll go again here to Connor. And a nice run there as he surges forward, a gain of 8, and sets up 3rd down.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
Murray on 3rd down. He's got his tight end. That's McBride. 13 yards on the catch there. It's good for a Cardinals first down.
So after that turnover on the opening drive, the last thing you'd want to do here, Mike, is go back on the field and just go 3 and out. So they pick up a first down. They're able to extend this possession. It's going to go a long way towards just settling everybody in that offensive huddle down and letting the rest of this game unfold.
And he'll get this to about the 36-yard line. The veteran Bobby Wagner in there on the stop. Second and 7. They'll go right back to Connor.
A tackling plan for the defense, Mike, is critical when you're facing a back like this. You know that one guy is not going to be enough to bring him down. You have to get as many hats to the ball as you can, slow him up just enough to buy time, and in this case, they get him down for a loss.
They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Murray. He'll get that complete to Harrison. It's a pickup of 12. It's an Arizona first down.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
So, a pair of first downs moves them out to the 47-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Now Murray. A short one here, caught by McBride. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. So a turnover-filled first quarter has come to an end. What will the second quarter have in store? Greg and I back here in Glendale after this. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Murray. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Murray with a give to Connor. And a good run there. Finds the lane, gets forward. Got 8 yards and sets up a much more manageable 3rd and 2. We'll try and run for this with Connor. He's going to have it at the 12-yard line, enough to get the first down and keep it going.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. This is a give to Connor, running right, and he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
Now a 2nd down throw for Murray. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Mike, I love studying the NFL and just seeing the amount of ways NFL coordinators are able to get their running backs now involved in the passing game. They're kind of chess pieces. They can move them out in the slot. They can put them out wide, of course, out of the backfield. It's a big part of today's modern NFL.
He'll try to work the screen with Connor. And he is out of bounds. It's going to be 1st down, though. 1st and goal at the 2.
What an impressive drive this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and 3rd down conversions. Now after that last 3rd down pickup, it's 1st and goal. They got a chance to finish this really impressive drive and come away with 6.
They keep finding ways to keep this drive alive, and they're set up now for 1st and goal. They'll run it here, and it's Connor. He'll get this forward. No signal. They're going to mark him down at the 1. From a little closer, here's 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Connor. And this time, he's in. James Conner. Touchdown, Cardinals.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Ryland's kick here is good. And the Cardinals will take a 7-0 lead. Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. Here's Eckler on the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Commanders' offense ready to see what they can do on their 2nd possession. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score, as this drive begins with a 1st down. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That one complete to Brian Robinson. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
And he will have the Commanders' 1st down as they move the chains on 3rd down. Another run here for Robinson. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the 1st possession. using formations, using run game and pass, unmask the defense, and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
And a nice tackle in the open field limits the gain to only 1. Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
At this level, you just would expect a little bit better execution and accuracy on those intermediate throws. I think he had an opportunity there for a nice pickup. Off target, off rhythm, and ends up getting away from him.
On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. He'll get this one complete to Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they take it to the 20-yard line with that one. A nice throw by the rookie from LSU. And he's got his team a 1st down.
You just can't ask for better protection than that, especially on 3rd down. Clean pocket, tons of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. And at this level, if you give quarterbacks that amount of time, chances are they're going to find somebody downfield.
Here's Robinson. He'll take it into the red zone. It's at the 19. On the option, here's Robinson. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. Here's Daniels. This one intercepted. Picked off by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Cardinals are going to get the football back as we reach the 2-minute warning. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. That's to the sideline and taken in by Wilson. Here's 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Murray. That ball caught. It's Zay Jones. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. Working out of the gun, Murray gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Murray's going to throw again. That's to the right side. Caught by McBride. And he's going to have the 1st down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a 1st down.
James Conner, the intended target. And it'll bring up second down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. That's the second time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Throwing again is Murray. Throw on the run is complete. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Second and a yard. To throw again is Murray. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. That screen goes for 12. And that's a first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Again, it's Murray. He's got it at the 3. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Now a timeout charge to Arizona. That is their second, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. Conner going to try to pull his way in. And he will take this one across into the end zone. James Conner. Touchdown, Arizona. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Extra point now by Riley. The kick is good. And the Cardinals move out on top, 14-0. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Here's Eckler on the return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Commanders' offense and running back Brian Robinson on the field for their next drive. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Now Daniels. That one is brought in by Terry McLaurin. 14 yards on that pass play there. First down, Washington.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. So they come to the line for first down and 10. To the air again is Daniels. He'll complete this one. That's Deebo Samuel. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Matt Gay coming on for this field goal try. This one from 52 yards away. Gay's kick is good. And the Commanders get their first points of the game. They trail 14-3.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
Four seconds still to be played in this half as that one's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So we've reached halftime here in this 11-point game. As we send you to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman. He's got the EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our halftime report. We watched the veteran James Conner put together a very solid first half. He had a nose for the end zone as he wound up with 2 touchdowns on the ground in those first 2 quarters.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And they'll bring them down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Commanders' offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with first and 10. They'll throw with Daniels. That's to the right side, and it's Sinnott. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll run with Robinson. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4. Off his own read, Daniels gonna hang on to it. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9, just a yard short of that first down.
Good decision by the quarterback. In this situation, all you're looking to do is have a positive play. He decides to pull it, and that's exactly what he's able to do.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. They'll go play action here with Daniels. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now 3rd down comes up.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And he will have the Commanders' 1st down. They're able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard. Throwing now, Daniels. That's out to Brown, right side, complete. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Quick throw, taken in, and he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Throwing on 2nd down. Daniel. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
It is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation. And that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Firing right side, brought in by Brown.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
And he will have the Commanders' 1st down. He's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the 1st down.
To throw is Daniels. That is caught to the goal line and in. Noah Brown Touchdown, Washington. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Their head coach, 2 fingers in the air. They'll say no to the extra point and go for 2. That's pulled in, and they're able to tack on the 2-point conversion.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. DJ Dallas now to return. Now an opening past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Cardinals offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Murray. That ball caught. It's Zay Jones. Gonna work Connor in the middle here. And that'll give him a 1st down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3. Power run inside. Here's Connor. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. On the ground, it's Connor. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Great job here by this linebacker, Mike. There was no reading and reacting. From the snap, he was attacking. Meets the ball carrier right at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So, I know the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Murray. A throw on the move is caught. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. On the handoff, it's Connor. 17 yards, the gain there. It's good for a Cardinals first down.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
So we are through 3. And Sunday Night Football continues after this. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Murray. That'll be taken in by Connor. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
Murray now off the bootleg. He's trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not, and be taken down there.
Pretty evident that the defense is just giving no time of day to any run actions. They are playing pass all the way, and he can continue to give as many play-action fakes as he wants. It hasn't affected anybody, and in this case, it results in a sack.
Here now, 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Murray. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Zay Jones. Touchdown, Cardinals. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Now Ryland for the extra point. He's got it. And the Cardinals will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense ready for this next possession. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. Daniels now going to look to throw. Over the middle, he's got McLaurin. Still going inside the 20. And he's going to take this one all the way. 75 yards. Touchdown, Washington. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Matt Gay on for the extra point. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the fourth quarter. So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. Dortch now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Out comes the Arizona offense. They get ready for their next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. On the give. This is Connor. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. Out of the gun, and they'll run it with Connor. They tackle him at the 38, but that run is good enough to pick up the 1st down.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll stay on the ground with Connor. And he'll be brought down, but what a run. Down to the 40.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the 4th quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Murray keeping it himself. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
Now a 2nd down throw for Murray. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, not only getting outside the pocket, buying more time for his receivers, but then finding a man open who's able to pick up enough to move the chains.
1st and 10. Here's Murray. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
The offense is trying to stretch the field vertically. They're trying to put as many receivers into the coverage deep as possible. But you know what you need? You need time. You need to allow those guys to get downfield. But when you have a pass rush like this, they don't let that time unfold, and that pocket collapsed and results in a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll run out of the gun, and this is Connor. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
Murray on 3rd down. And he's into the end zone. Knockout punch. Trey McBride. Touchdown, Arizona.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Extra point now by Ryland. He's got it. And the Cardinals are able to extend the lead. Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. Here's Eckler on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The visitors' offense and Jaden Daniels ready to take over once more. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Throwing is Daniels. Pass brought in by Samuel. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
Through the air, connecting with Debo. And a good job rallying to the football. Hold him just a gain of a yard and sets up third down. To the air again is Daniels. He's going to find his receiver. It's Robinson. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
Okay, so now you pick up that first down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the 2 needed needs to be fast, because you need every possession you can here late in the fourth quarter.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's first and 10. And he'll be taken down. Now, first and goal. They'll drop to throw. That one taken in. Terry McLaurin. Touchdown, Commanders. That his second touchdown tonight.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
Gay to add the PAT. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the fourth quarter. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. Dortch now to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Cardinals offense and their veteran running back James Conner set to take over again. And as we look at the highlights, you see it's been tough to stop him here today. Couple of touchdowns in this ball game. He has, without a doubt, been the driving force in this offense so far. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On first down, the drive begins with Conner. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll go again here to Conner. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their 2nd. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. They'll go right back to Conner. And he's fighting to get free. A lot of work there for a gain of 3. Here's a 3rd and 10. To throw is Murray. He'll check this down to the running back. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
Now a fair catch, and it's going to be a long field. They'll take over right about their own 13. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. This is 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Open man left side is Brown. He's got it. And he's taken down up past the 35. Here's 1st down. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
Here we go. One final play. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And he'll be taken down, and that is going to do it. Oh, the comeback falls short. Time runs out. This game is over. So it's a win for the Cardinals. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. And in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That is the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win here in the desert for the Cardinals as we say so long from Glendale.